Today, I will share the story of how a baby elephant, trapped in the bonds of false beliefs, tragically lost its life in a circus fire. This is the story of Adarini, a young elephant calf. She roamed the forest joyfully, basking in the freedom of the wilderness with her mother. But this happiness was interrupted one day when hunters captured her. They chained her feet with strong shackles and sold her to a circus. The circus trainers tied her with a 6-foot-long iron chain to a massive pillar. Adarini, once a free spirit of the forest, now found herself confined to a 6-foot radius. For the young Adarini, this was unbearable. She tried over and over to break free, pulling the chain with all her might. But it was in vain. Her efforts only left her legs wounded and bleeding. In agony, the pain intensified whenever she pulled at the chain. Yet, no matter how hard she tried, the chain didn't break. Freedom remained out of reach. Gradually, Adarini began to believe that the chain was unbreakable. She started to think that any attempt to break it would only lead to pain and failure. As Adarini grew older, her belief solidified. Despite her physical growth and increasing strength, she stopped trying to break free. Her world shrank to the 6-foot circle defined by the chain. Even when she became a massive and powerful elephant, she remained mentally trapped. She was no longer tied to a strong pillar. A simple wooden stake was enough to hold her. Her immense physical strength couldn't overcome the mental shackles she had carried for years. Her world had become limited to the 6-foot radius of the chain. Whenever the chain tugged at her foot, she believed she had reached the boundary of her world. She traveled to many places with the circus, performing the tricks she was taught. Yet, her mind never questioned the boundaries she had accepted as her reality. One day, a fire broke out in the circus tent. The circus staff fled for their lives, leaving everything behind. After the fire was extinguished, they found that Adarini had perished in the blaze, reduced to ashes. Her chain was still attached to her foot, but the stake had burned away. Despite having enough physical strength to break free, Adarini didn't even try to escape because of her false beliefs. This story of Adarini isn't a fabricated tale. Those familiar with circus practices know that massive elephants are controlled in this very manner. Many elephants have lost their lives in circus fires, unable to escape because of their conditioning and false beliefs.